We look at labor law. I think that a lot of companies, when they come into the kingdom, they want to look into. We look at visa law as well. You know, how easy is it to import labor? You know, for example, when you look at the real estate sector, the most important questions are asked about how easy is it to own property? You know, how, sponsorship laws, how has that worked out? And I think there's a lot of like subsectors that that investors at the end of the day need to know about before they actually start up business here.
You mentioned how to own a property. Did you discuss this? Do you know?
Well, the funny thing is that in Saudi Arabia, when you look at the real estate market, it's completely different from other GCC countries. The kingdom has a huge local populations compared to the other GCC countries, which means that the demand inherently is very local. This is now a huge advantage for the kingdom because it is not based on foreign investments. So when property companies and real estate developers starting to build, let's say, residential, which is a huge demand right now, I think we're going to build... It is something like 66,000 units will be built in the next 10 years in need.
6,000?
66,000 units.
Okay.
That is a huge amount, and the demand will come from within the country, which attracts a lot of real estate developers because they know that the demand is secure. It is not, as in other countries might be the case, an investment type of real estate that needs to be built on the basis of speculation, basically the flipping of land.
Exactly. And some of the countries of Europe, without naming, Spain, for example, they have a problem with the real estate.
Exactly. And I think real estate, that for this reason, and especially in times like this, when you don't want to be you know, connected to foreign investment necessarily, when it comes to real estate investments, I think the local real estate market has great opportunities, and I think in that perspective, especially again, residential has been, well, will be for the next few years an enormous opportunity for both local as well as we need, I think, foreign developers to come in as well to fill up that gap.
Okay, just the last question. We have, I think, 2 minutes remaining in the program for Mr. Gonzalez. On the light of the global financial decline that has to do with the assistant, the report that described the kingdom as a suitable place for investment. Can you maybe clarify this?
Of course. Pretty much when you look at many countries in the world, for the most part, there was a lot of investment that was aiming towards emerging economies, mainly looking at places like, for instance, in Asia. You know, you have powerhouses like China, which is have grown substantially. But we see the reforms that have taken place within the GCC and in particular within the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Now, what we have seen is that investors are looking for a place that offers great opportunities for projects that offer substantial return on investment. And from our research and analysis that we've done in the report, we could see that Saudi Arabia is positioned as to be one of the top economies, with, if not the best economy within the region, positioned to receive foreign direct investment. And given the current financial turmoil that's taking place, we will see that Saudi Arabia is in a good position just because their exposure, from what we've known of to debt in other emerging markets, is very limited. So therefore, and the market, it's known to be very liquid. So given those factors, it contributes for investors to look at Saudi Arabia as a safe haven for future investment opportunities.
Okay. I think with this note, we come to the end of our program for tonight. We thank you for all of us for joining us, starting from Abu Hajjaj Abu Khadr, an economic analyst from Kuwait. We thank you very much for joining us, and also Elly Kusters. She is from Oxford Business Group, who have produced this report about the investment environment in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and also Mr. Leonardo Gonzalez, an editorial manager of this report. Thank you very much for joining us. We thank you, our viewers, very much for being with us. Till we meet next week, have a good and a pleasant time.